Welcome to The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield, where medicine, music, literacy, and other hot topics meet. Today we're diving into a conversation that's been making waves again: fluoridated drinking water. This debate isn't new, but with President-elect Donald Trump nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as our future head of the Department of Health and Human Services, questioning fluoride in water is back in the spotlight. Kennedy is focused on studies suggesting that fluoride might harm brain development. And with so much at stake, it's time to ask, is fluoride still safe? Or do the risks now outweigh the benefits? So let's unpack the history about fluoride in water, the current research, and what experts, including the American Dental Association, have to say. Fluoride was first introduced into the public drinking water in the 1940s. After scientists discovered that communities with naturally fluoridated water had fewer cavities. In 1945, Grand Rapids, Michigan became the very first city to add fluoride to its water supply. By the late 20th century, it was celebrated as one of the greatest public health achievements since vaccinations. Fluoride helped reduce cavity rates dramatically, especially in children, and became a cornerstone of preventative dental care. Fast forward to today, and the role of fluoride is being re-examined. Fluoride is everywhere: tap water, toothpaste, mouthwash, and of course at the dentist's office when you get your dental cleanings. Yet countries like Sweden and Germany, which don't fluoridate their water, have also seen significant drops in cavity rates. So a 2015 review by the Cochrane Collaboration, look them up, conclude that while fluoride is effective in reducing cavities in children, there's very little evidence that it benefits adults. Early studies also didn't account for fluoride from other sources, which raises questions about whether water fluoridation is still necessary in its current form. The debate over fluoride isn't just about the benefits, but also about its risk. Excessive fluoride exposure can lead to dental fluorosis, which causes white spots or discoloration of the teeth. And in rare cases, excessive exposure and over time may lead to skeletal fluorosis, which is weakening of bones and joints. Recent studies, including a National Toxicology Program report, have raised concerns about fluoride's potential effects on brain health. This includes possible links to cognitive impairment and lower IQ in children exposed to high levels of fluoride, typically more than twice the recommended levels in drinking water. Baton Rouge doesn't fluoride the water, so we don't have that debate here. That's my hometown. But other cities have to have this discussion. While these findings aren't conclusive, they've prompted scientists and policymakers to take a closer look at fluoride's role in public health. The American Dental Association stance on fluoride remains steadfast in its support of community water fluoridation. In a recent statement, the ADA reaffirmed that fluoridated water at optimal levels, 0.7 milligrams per liter, is safe and effective in preventing tooth decay. They pointed out that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention consider it one of the top public health achievements of the 20th century. The ADA also cautioned against misinformation, urging people to rely on evidence-based research rather than pseudoscience. While they acknowledge ongoing debates, they believe the benefits of fluoride in water still outweigh the risk. So we keep talking about risk. Well, who's actually at risk? Certain groups are more vulnerable to fluoride exposure. Bottle-fed infants, for example, may ingest higher levels of fluoride in its formula if it's made with tap water. Dialysis patients may process fluoride differently, and communities with naturally high fluoride levels in their water are also at greater risk of overexposure. In response to these concerns, the U.S. Public Health Service lowered its recommended fluoride level in 2022. This is recent, for the first time in over 50 years. In summary, from my research and speaking to several personal friends who are dentists, fluoridation reduces cavity rates significantly. There's no question there, especially in underserved communities. Number two, fluoride strengthens enamel, particularly in children, and prevents cavities. Thirdly, recent studies indicate potential links between fluoride exposure and cognitive risk, though these effects are most pronounced at levels far above current recommendations. Health organizations like the EPA and the CDC aim to maximize benefits while minimizing risks by regulating fluoride levels in drinking water. So is there some compromise? The one thing experts agree on is the need to reevaluate fluoride's role in public health. Research is ongoing to determine the optimal fluoride dosage for modern needs and to better understand its impact on the brain. We have to protect vulnerable populations like infants and dialysis patients, and that is a key priority. So if you're concerned about fluoride exposure, talk to your dentist and consider filtration options like reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis can actually remove fluoride from drinking water. And of course, I would talk to my primary care physician, providers, and do the research on the water supply in your community. My final thoughts on the matter: fluoride has played a critical role in improving dental health for decades, but at this time and with these circumstances, so much understanding change and we have to do more research. It's very important to stay informed, rely on credible sources, and consult your healthcare providers and your dentists to make the best decisions for you and your family. Thank you so much again for joining me on The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. Check me out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your audio fix. And remember, we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions. Makes those decisions good and informed ones. It's your boy, it's the Hip Hop Doc. They call me H2D. Come on, y'all, let's get hip hop healthy. Peace and blessings, and I'm out.